Joining me today on this live stream. I'm really excited about some interesting things that are coming up very soon, right around the corner, that I wanted to hop on here and talk to you for just a little bit about our upcoming Prophy conference right around the corner on June 1st and 2nd. This is going to be a fantastic event. We've got some amazing sessions lined up for you. We've got some incredible speakers from all over the country, and I want you to come and join me and hang out to talk a lot about consistency being so vital to the outcomes that we have as it pertains to preventative therapies while living with a rare bleeding disorder and rare disease. And so I'm really excited about some of the sessions that we have planned for you. We've got some incredible topics based upon aging with hemophilia. We're talking about the importance of adherence. We're talking about the importance of self-care, patient empowerment, talking about advocacy in the clinical setting, learning how to really speak up for yourself when you're not getting maybe the treatment that you feel like you need. We're talking about new products. We're talking about how these things all kind of intersect, and mental health as well as a priority. So I'm really excited about all the different things that we have going on. There's a lot of fantastic sessions happening. You can register for this event right on our website at hopecharities.org, and you can learn all about it on the webpage there with all of the breakout sessions, the speakers, all of those things. We also are doing some fun giveaways in every single session. You don't want to miss that. We're going to be doing a lot of fun things with drawings and raffles. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the best part is that we get a chance to be able to hang out together from all over the country with people that are living with bleeding disorders, and you get a chance to meet some great people who've been down a very similar path that you have. So go sign up today and get involved in this incredible meeting. Today, I wanted to invite a very important guest and one of our speakers at this event, my good friend, Fernando Reyes. And Fernando, it is fantastic to see you today. Thank you so much for joining me for the Hope Podcast.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, Jonathan. Happy to be here.
Well, it is fantastic to see you, and I'm really looking forward to this event. We have so many great things going on, so many great speakers, and I know that you're going to be presenting on one of my favorite topics, and I don't want to steal your thunder here, but why don't you tell us a little bit about what the name of your session is and what you're going to be discussing at Prophy Conference?
Okay, yes. First of all, yes, happy Mental Health Awareness Month to all your viewers and listeners. And the title of the presentation I'll be speaking at the Prophy conference will be Improving Your Mental Health Through Sleep, Exercise, and Diet, Jonathan.
Very, very good. I've heard you talk about some of this information in the past, and it's always been so thorough, and you have a blend of data and all kinds of testimonials and experience as you have been, matter of fact, treating people yourself. And so I'm super excited to learn more about this topic from you. But what are you really the most excited about when it comes to this topic?
That's a great question. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really excited that, first of all, mental health is a constant continuum. You could feel on top of the world one day, and then the next day you could feel sort of at the bottom, sort of feel, on the outs. And I'm really excited to tell people there's things within their reach that they can do, mental health practices, such as watching what you eat, exercising a little bit more, and getting a good night's sleep. Those are things that could really fortify and strengthen mental health at the root level. If we go down to the pathology, down to that origin of our mental health, we can really make an impact by watching what we eat, being more active, and when it comes down to it, being good to ourselves, getting a restful night's sleep if possible.
That's incredible. And this is coming from not only a person with experience professionally, but you also are like the hair club for men guy, right? You're not only a member, but you're also, you're not only the president, you're also a member, right?
Yes. Happy to say, I'm a factor 8 deficient patient, a patient with severe hemophilia. And, I'm almost going to be 50, Jonathan. And this is sort of my cumulative experience getting my graduate degree as a mental health guidance counselor, being a patient, and really thinking to myself, what could I share with the bleeding disorders community, VWD, hemophilia? What could I share that could have an impact, a positive impact in the community and in the life of the patient or the caregiver. So absolutely.
I love that. Well, I appreciate what you're doing already. You've made a big difference in our lives. I know that you spoke at Hope Conference in November. You've spoken at a couple of our events, and we really just always enjoy, each and every one of the times that we get a chance to see you and hear from you at these sessions. But I know that a lot of people are thinking probably right now, man, this is probably good for my son. This might be a good session for my daughter to attend. This might be good for my mom, my aunt, my cousin, my neighbor. I don't know. But who do you think is really the most ideal person that should consider attending this session?
I'm glad you asked that, Jonathan, because I think this session that I'll be giving really could have benefits for the entire family, for mom and dad and your uncle and grandmother and grandfather. We're really learning that through exercise, we can really strengthen our mental health. We can sort of initiate a neurotropic factor. It's called neurogenesis. So we can really sort of activate for our brains to start getting bigger. And the bigger your brain, the bigger like a certain region of the brain, the better focus you're going to have, the better memory you're going to have, the better mood you're going to have. Noticing that not only if you are more active, will you have a little bit more energy, more stamina, but it's going to trickle down. You're going to have even some of the more commonly known feel-good chemicals in your body like dopamine and serotonin. And I always like to tell my students and the people who attend my talks that the mind seems to follow the body. And if the body starts to feel stronger and more resilient and more energy, then the mind tends to tag along with that. And the mind says, hey, my arms are stronger, my calf muscles are stronger, my knees feel better. So the mind gets convinced that, hey, we're doing well overall. There's a little bit of more of a overall well-being. And so this would definitely be a good talk. I've seen my talk really impact both caregivers, the moms and the dads and the grandpas and the grandmas and the siblings, as well as the patient, either the VWD patient or the hemophilia patient. So I'm really excited that hopefully everybody can join. We'll talk a little bit about nutrition and how that impacts mental health. We'll talk a little bit about exercise, and then we'll talk about sleep, how important that is to mental health, mood, solving problems. And sometimes, when we report to a job, that's mainly what we do. We solve problems. And if you're going to be able to solve problems productively and in a healthy manner that doesn't impact your health negatively, then absolutely getting a good night's sleep and watching what you eat and exercising regularly, it's going to help us reach that stability a little bit better.
That's really powerful. You touched on several things that make me nervous, and one is diet, and the other is exercise. So I'm going to come and I'm going to listen because I probably need to get a good spoonful of that. But I really do think you're right when it comes to the idea that the more that we're able to move, which is why our regular dosing in preventative treatment is so critical. And this plays a key role. I've seen some people that have just gotten into a place of depression where they kind of slowly stop treating themselves because they don't have a desire for a favorable outcome in their future. And so, or they don't think a favorable outcome is possible. So they start to really kind of downplay that. And as a result of that, they can get into a depression and obviously stop treating themselves regularly. But really, that's what this is all about. We're going to have this this conversation to say, no, how is it that you pick yourself up when you are feeling down and realize what are some things that you can do? And there's maybe some minor things that we can tweak in our life hacks, if you will, that we can really address this issue. So I'm so grateful you're doing this. I love your passion for the community. Thank you so much for all that you're doing, for helping to encourage us and keep us inspired and keep us on track. And I really want to say a big thank you for all that you're doing. And we look forward to seeing you very, very soon, Fernando. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all the lovely comments, Jonathan. Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me for the podcast today, and we'll see you very soon.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Have a blessed day.
You too. Well, it is fantastic as always to get a chance to talk with Fernando. He is just incredible. If you haven't signed up already, make sure that you go check his session out for Improving Your Mental Health on Friday, June 2nd at 10:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. The way that you register for that is really simple. You just go to our website at hopecharities.org. You click on the very first link at the top of the page there. It says this very logo on there for Prophy Conference, and you will sign you and your family up. You can get all the links for all of the sessions in one registration. You don't have to do them individually. You just do one registration and go in. If you can join us for all the sessions, that would be amazing. We're doing some grand prize drawings to help give away up to a $500 gift card for people who visit 3 or more sessions per day will be entered into a grand prize drawing, but each and every single breakout session will have an opportunity to win a raffle that they will be entered into for a $25, $50, or $75 gift card. So lots of opportunities to have fun and engage with our hemophilia brothers and sisters around the country, as well as earn some amazing prizes. And once again, I want to say a big thank you to Fernando for joining me today, but also want to say a big thank you to our presenting sponsor for this event, Octa Pharma. They have been a great sponsor. We really do appreciate all that they are doing to help to provide educational resources like this to our whole community. So thanks so much for tuning in today at the podcast. We look forward to seeing you very, very soon, and go register right now so that you can get involved in the Prophy Conference. We want to see you there. Come sign up right now. We'll see you soon. Bye now.